Hello students, welcome back. I am Ringesa, a mathematics teacher at Lux School of Science. We have started with chapter number 1, sets. Today we will study some very important concepts of sets. Okay, we'll start with open and close intervals. Okay, now see open interval, close interval. Before that, let's study this sets of numbers. Okay, when I say n, what does n means? Natural number. Means this is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Right? So natural number, that means the set of all the numbers or all the integers, positive integers, starting from 1, okay, to infinite. Then after that, z. Z means integers. Now natural number was from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Integers, it includes 1, 2, 3, 4, but additional it includes 0, -1, -2, -3, and so on. That means from minus infinity to plus infinity, but only the integers means it doesn't take the decimal value, right? You can write a 1.5. Okay, it can be either -3, -2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it only includes integers. Okay, whole number. If I talk only about whole number, then it's just the natural number but plus 0. Okay, after that, q. Q means rational number. What are rational numbers? The numbers which you can write it in the form of a quotient or a fraction p by q, where q is not equal to 0, means q must be non-zero. Means the number which you can express in the form of fractions like 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 7 by 8, 10 by 11, and so on. Now, every integer, if I take 7, can it be a rational number? Yes, I can express it in this way 7 by 1. Okay, so I express in the form of fraction. So this is a rational number. Okay, so it includes in between also like 1 by 2. 1 and 2, between that it is 1, sorry, 1 and 0 and 1, between that it is 1 by 2. That you can include in rational number. Okay, are real numbers. See, if I talk about rational number, square root of 2 I cannot express it in the form of this rational number. This type of numbers are called as irrational number. Okay, so real number includes rational as well as irrational numbers. Means all the numbers will be there, right? So why? See, I am not including irrational numbers. The reason I can say that natural number, subset of integers, subset of rational number, subset of real number, right? Means real number includes all the numbers, rational numbers not including irrational. Integers means obviously rational number includes integers, and integers obviously it includes natural number. Okay, clear? So this is n is subset of z is subset of q is subset of r. Okay, but now if I want to mention the number, means all the numbers between 1 and 5, how can I mention? See, okay, this was about the concept of national, integer, rational, and real number. Okay, you'll also study one more type, that is complex number. Okay, in standard 11. Okay, that we'll see later on. Now see, if I want to express in the form of a set, like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I will express it in this way. Okay, but if I want to express all the numbers from 1 to 5 means 1.1, 1.1111, 1.111, 1.2, 1.3, 1.45, 1.57, every number. See, this includes only 5 numbers. But if I want to mention every number, means real numbers, all the real numbers between from 1 to 5, then I can express it in this way. That means starting from 1 and ending at 5, and all the numbers which are, you can say, natural number, integers, rational, irrational, means real numbers between 1 and 5. Okay, so now new representation of a set in the form of interval. Now let's see what is open and closed interval. If I write down open interval -3 to 4, that means any element x will be between -3 and 4. Means -3 less than x less than 4. It's less than, means -3 is not included and 4 is not included. Right? So see why this is called open interval. Okay, which will be the largest number? If you say that 3.9 will be the largest number, then your answer is wrong. 3.99 will be included because it is less than 4. Again, 3.999, 3.999, right? And so on. Okay, so it does not close. It will not stop. You cannot say that this will be the last number in this interval, right? So it is an open interval. But for closed interval, you have to write down it with square bracket. That means -3 less than equal to x less than equal to 4. So which is the smallest number in this interval? -3. Okay, so it closed on this side at -3 and closed on the other side at 4. The largest number is 4. So now we have that the last number, the greatest number is 4 and the smallest number is -3. This way, in this interval, you can't say you don't have any greatest number or you don't have any smallest number, right? Because it is less than. Okay, inequality, and this is inequality with equality. Okay, now if it is like this way, then this is open close interval. -3 less than equal to x less than 4. Means, sorry, my mistake. -3, it's open at this interval, but it's closed at this one. So last number, like largest number, is 4. And if it is in this way, then -3 less than equal to x less than 4. So remember, if it is closed, either less than or greater than. Sorry, if it is open, less than or greater than. If it is closed, then less than equal to or greater than equal to at the both terminals. Okay, so this was about open interval and closed interval. Clear? So just note it down. Now the next is Venn diagram, and along with this, we will study union, intersection, complement, difference, symmetric difference, and disjoint sets. Okay, we will study it also in normal case and also in Venn diagram. So for that, let's first select some set. Let's take a universal set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now I'm taking four sets. Set A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set C 1, 2, 3. Set D 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have taken this clear. So now first Venn diagram. How we can use Venn diagram? Venn diagram, using Venn diagram, we can represent the set in a pictorial form. Okay, this will be the universal set, means this part will include all the numbers 1 to 10. Okay, say I want to represent only one set, that is set A. Let's say there is only one set. So it will be in this way: one, two, three, four, remaining element 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will name this set as A. So I have represented set A in a Venn diagram form. Okay, clear? Now we want to represent two sets. Let's say C and D. Now, is there anything common between C and D? No. So this will be C, 1, 2, 3, and this will be D, 8, 9, 10. Let's say there are only two sets. There is no set for the A and B. Right? So the remaining element 4, 5, 6, 7 will be outside C and D. Clear? This is the Venn diagram representation of two sets C and D. Okay. Now let's say I want to represent set A and B, but there are two things common, 3 and 4. So what I will do, I will take a region common between A and B. So this is the region common between A and B. I will put the common elements there, 3, 4. Okay, now remaining 1, 2, 5, 6. Now remaining 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear? Okay, so this is set A and B. Okay, so this was about Venn diagram. Now we will study the union intersection. First, union. Okay, when I take union of two sets, it will include all the elements of both the sets. Means if I take A union B, this will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the elements of A and B. But see, 3 and 4 are common. I will not write it down twice. Okay, I will not write it down twice. So say total element n of A was equal to 4 and n of B was equal to 4. But what is n of A union B? 6. Why? Because 4 plus 4, 8, and these two were common, so I have subtracted 1. That we will learn the formula after studying the intersection. Okay, so this was about union. Okay, now intersection. A intersection B. Now, intersection means all the elements which are present in both the sets. So, these will be equal to, say here, 3 and 4. Because 3 and 4 are present in both the sets A and B. Clear? Now, see, what is n of A union B? 6. And what is n of A intersection B? 2. Clear? So see here, what is the formula n of A union B? N means number of elements. This will be called number of elements of A, number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. Reason 3, 4. See, if I will calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 3, 4 I have calculated twice. So I need to subtract one time. So one time I am subtracting the form of n of A intersection B. So this is very important formula. Right? Now if there are three sets A, B and C. Okay, then what would the formula? At that time n of A union B union C will be equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. When there are three sets, we are taking three sets, we will use this formula. Okay, let's verify it. What is n of C? 1, 2, 3, that is 3 elements. Okay, so now see what I have to do. First, I have to write out A union B union C. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are 6 elements. Clear? Now what is A intersection B? 3, 4. B intersection C, B and C, 3 is common. C intersection A, how many are there? C and A? 1, 2, 3. Clear? Okay, and what is A intersection B intersection C? What is common in all these three? One, uh, 1, 3, 3, 3. So 3 is common. Okay, so now let's see. N of A union B union C, this was equal to 6 elements, right? So see, N of A, how many? 4. N of B, how many? 4. N of C, 3. Minus A intersection B, 2. Minus B intersection C, 1. Minus C intersection A, 3. Plus 1. So get 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 minus 2, that is 9. Minus 1, that is 8. Minus 3, that is 5. Plus 1, that is 6. Clear? Okay. So remember these two are the important formulas for union. Okay. So note down these two formulas. Then we'll start with Venn diagram. Okay. Now, if I want to represent union and intersection in the form of Venn diagram, say I'm taking only two sets A and B. Okay. Now first union A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? Now what are common? 3 and 4. 1, 2, 5, 6. Remaining 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is U. Now for A union B, what portion I have to select? I have to select such that all the elements of A and B are there. Means select the portion of A and portion of B. This shaded region is A union B. Clear? Okay, so this is the form of Venn diagram. Clear? So just note it down. Venn diagram of union. Okay, note it down. Then we'll go with intersection. Now let's go with intersection. If I want again A, B. So common 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me close this app. Okay. So now A intersection B 3, 4. So shade this region. So the shaded region is A intersection B. Okay, this shaded region is A intersection B. So just note it down. Okay. Now suppose there is one more set. Let's say set E, and that will be equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Now if I want to represent A, B, and E in Venn diagram, see how I would write it down. Set A, set B, and set C. Sorry, not C, E. Now what is common in A, B, and E? 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So I will write down 3 and 4. See, this is the common region of A, B, and E. Okay. Now what is common in uh, E and B? 5, 6. But not in A. So this is the common region of B and E. 5 and 6. Is there anything common only in A and E? No. If there was, then I will use this region. Is there any common only in A and B? No. If there was, then I will use this. Now the remaining element 1, 2, clear, and then 7, 8, 9, 10 would be here. And this is U. So if there are three sets, you can represent in this way. Clear? Okay. Okay, now let's move to the next one, that is complement. Complement means all the, if I take a complement, that means all the elements which are in the universal set but not in set A. So I will subtract this 1, 3, 4. So remaining is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear? This is a complement. Okay? And if I take complement of complement, so complement of a complement, all the sets which are in U but not in this, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be equal to A. Clear? Okay? So remember, what would be U complement? All the elements which are in U but not in U, that will be null set. Remember, U complement will be always equal to null set, and complement of null set will be always equal to U. Okay, because there is not a single element, and if you take complement, then it will be U. Okay, now how do we represent this complement in Venn diagram? This is set A, and U, then the shaded region, except set A. Okay, so I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this will be equal to A complement, this shaded region, that is a complement. Okay, so just note down about complement. Okay, the next is difference of set. Okay, now see, difference means if I take difference of A and B, that will be equal to A minus B. Okay, so what is A? 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what you have to do? Write down set A, first set, and from that subtract this. Subtract 3, cancel. Subtract 4, cancel. Subtract 5, it is not having 5, so you cannot subtract it. It is not having 6, so you cannot subtract it. So A minus B will be equal to 1 and 2. Okay, sometimes students make mistake. They write 1, 2, and 5 and 6. No, you cannot subtract 5 and 6 because set is not having the elements 5 and 6. Okay, so it will be 1, 2. Okay, there is also another formula for that. A minus B will be equal to A inter A minus A intersection B. You can also use it this way. Clear? Because see, we are only subtracting the elements from A which are there in both the sets. You can also use this way. A minus B equal to A minus A intersection B. It will be one and the same thing. Okay? Clear? So note down this is about difference of set. Okay? So note it down. If you want to represent this in Venn diagram, then it will be in this way. Set A, set B. So set A, it was included completely. From that, eliminate set B. So this is already not included, and this one. So this set is called as A minus B. Okay, this is represent of difference of set in Venn diagram. Okay, next symmetric difference. For symmetric difference, we will use the symbol delta. A delta means symmetric difference between A and B. Let me explain you in Venn diagram. If this is set A and B, let me write down this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then symmetric difference will be equal to this region. Means A delta B in this case will be equal to 1, 2, 5, 6. Means we are eliminating the common terms. Okay, so the formula here A union B means all the elements of A and B minus A intersection B. So I eliminated 3 and 4. So this is symmetric difference. So what is symmetric difference? We will eliminate the common elements of both the sets. That is symmetric difference. Okay? You can also write it down in this way. A union. Okay, I can just give the formula, right? Minus A intersection B. Okay, so note down this formula. And the next, last for today is disjoint sets. Okay. Two sets are said to be disjoint set if there is no common element between them. Means if there are no common elements in them, then such set are called as disjoint set. That means A intersection B equal to 5. That means A and B are disjoint sets. Clear? So now if I represent in Venn diagram, then in this case set C and set D. It's 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7. U. This is set C and this is set D. You can see there is not a single element common between C and D. So C and D in this case, let's take here in this case C and D equal to 5, that implies C and D are disjoint sets. Okay, so this was about disjoint sets. So just note it down. Okay, so that was about disjoint sets. Okay, so today we learned about open interval, closed interval, Venn diagram, interval, union, intersection, complement, difference of set, symmetric difference, and disjoint set. Okay, so students, that's it for today. Thank you.